You're listening to Catholic Chicago on WNDZ 750 AM. Every Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Archdiocese of Chicago presents programming about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning, and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and we're so glad that you've joined us today as we talk about the many ways Catholic Charities continues to fulfill its mission in Cook and Lake counties, helping anyone in need. As a reminder, the Voice of Charity broadcasts on WNDZ 750 AM here in Chicago, and a live stream of that show airs on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. Just coming off Memorial Day, we're delighted to talk this morning about Catholic Charities Veterans Services, and in particular, our St. Leo's campus for veterans. When Catholic Charities started in 1917, Veterans Services was one of the first program areas offered. The United States was in the middle of World War I, and almost every family was dealing with the very serious challenges of having someone in military service. Over time, our veterans services have grown to address not only emergency needs such as food, clothing, and housing. Catholic Charities Veterans Services also now include a comprehensive employment program, housing for disabled veterans, assistance obtaining public benefits to which the veterans are entitled, and counseling for those who may have post-traumatic stress disorder. According to the Census Bureau from October 2020, there are nearly 560,000 veterans currently living in Illinois. 6.6% of these veterans live in poverty, and 690 of them are homeless. We can never underestimate what an incredibly difficult transition it is to return from active duty to civilian life. And Catholic Charities St. Leo's campus exists to ease that transition and help veterans try to achieve their goals for being as self-sufficient as possible. With us today to give us an update on the St. Leo's campus are David Dempsey, the St. Leo's Program Director, and Kimberly Brown, who is a veteran living at St. Leo's. Welcome, David and Kimberly.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, thank you.
So glad you're with us today. Thank you. David, where is the St. Leo's campus, and when was it built?
We are located in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. We're at 7750 South Emerald. And St. Leo came to be in 2007. It was a joint project between Catholic Charities, HUD, and the Veterans Administration, and it was a pilot project as part of the Homeless Veterans Comprehensive Assistance Act of 2001. And so planning for it began in 2002. It was a 5-year process, and then in January of 2007, we opened our doors.
And what are the buildings that comprise the St. Leo's campus?
We've got our building here, which St. Leo residence, which is 141 studio apartments. And then we have the Pope John Paul II residence, which is right across the street from us. And that is a Section 811 building, which is for individuals that are disabled and low income. And then we have the VA clinic, which Catholic Charities owns that property, but the VA runs the clinic there. And it's not only for our veterans here at St. Leo, but for veterans in the community in the Auburn Gresham Englewood neighborhood. And then we have our Veterans Memorial Garden, which is right across the street from our building. It's a beautiful place that's just, it's really, really magnificent. It's beautiful cuttings, and there's a fountain, and we honor all branches of the military there. So those are all the buildings that comprise the campus.
It's so wonderful that St. Leo's houses women veterans too. How many female veterans do you have living at St. Leo's, and were certain accommodations made when the female veterans arrived?
There really were no, special accommodations. There didn't, really need to be. Currently, we have 7 female veterans of our 141 beds that we have available, or studio apartments that we have available.
And what are the biggest concerns that all the veterans have had in the past year, and how have you tried to alleviate these concerns?
Well, I think our main concern during the past year, of course, with the pandemic, has just been to keep people safe and healthy. And we've managed to do that, I think, successfully, in that we only had, I believe, maybe 6 folks that ended up getting the virus, and they were able to shelter in place, quarantine in their units. We were able to help, get groceries for them when they needed it, or provide emotional support. And so I think being able to keep everyone safe and being able to follow all the CDC and Illinois Department of Public Health recommendations, I think that was our biggest concern. And then also being able to keep up the services that we were providing, just so that we could have that seamless transition of services. And my staff is on a staggered schedule, so they come in 3 days a week or 2 days a week, and then they can work from home as well. And so we've been able to still provide all the services that we normally would.
It sounds like you've done an outstanding job keeping everyone safe and healthy and still, busy this year. Can you tell us who are some of the partners Catholic Charities work with to assist veterans at the St. Leo's campus?
Well, we couldn't do the work here at St. Leo without the partnerships that we have, because we refer a lot to the general social service providers and throughout the city of Chicago. But I think some of our main partners are, of course, the Veterans Administration, and particularly Jesse Brown Medical Center, since they're the ones that run the clinic. Then, of course, all local parishes, the food pantries, other social service agencies, medical providers, substance abuse providers, the Department of Human Services, of course, Illinois Department of Human Services, the Legal Assistance Foundation of Metropolitan Chicago. So all of these folks we partner with them to be able to provide all the services that we are able to offer to the veterans here.
What wonderful teamwork, you and your colleagues have established to assist the veterans, David. That's really impressive. We're going to take a break here on The Voice of Charity, and we look forward to speaking with Kimberly and hear about life at St. Leo's campus when we return. Please stay with us.
Okay. Thank you.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Catholic Charities has continued to respond to the needs of people who come to us for assistance. More than 850,000 meals and food parcels have been offered to those who are struggling with food insecurity. Over 108,000 homelessness prevention hotline calls have been answered. Over 22,000 people have received mental health services, and $2 million in financial assistance has been provided to keep people housed. If you or someone you know needs assistance, email us at gethelp@catholiccharities.net. That's gethelp@catholiccharities.net. Or call 312-655-7700. That's 312-655-7700. Before, during, and after COVID-19, Catholic Charities is here for you.
The Word Made Clear is exactly what its name implies. It's an easy-to-understand explanation of the Word of God, the Gospel. Hello, I'm Father James McElhone, Director of Biblical Formation for the Archdiocese of Chicago. I'd like to invite you to take our free online Bible study program by going to thewordmadeclear.org. Our website offers an audio-based guide to the Gospels of Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. Listen to my lectures and follow along with the handouts provided. There are even discussion guides. You can also explore the biblical roots of the Mass. And there are links to a wide variety of biblical sources that will benefit both teachers and students of the sacred scriptures. Just go to wordmadeclear.org to experience our free online Bible study program. Again, it's free at wordmadeclear.org. It's the Word of God. Enjoy.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and I'm here today with David Dempsey, the Program Director for Catholic Charities St. Leo's Campus for Veterans, and also Kimberly Brown, a United States veteran and a St. Leo's resident. And Kim, I'd like to ask you, first of all, I'd like to just say thank you so much for your service. Can you tell us where you did your military service and for how long you served in the United States Armed Forces?
I served in the United States Army from 1988 to 1991, and my main base was in Aviano, Italy.
Oh my, that must have been quite an experience for you. Can you share a little bit about what you did there?
I was helicopter repair. That was my job. My MOS was 67 Charlie, and I made sure that they had all the supplies that they needed for the helicopters, and I made sure that they ran properly. It was very trying. It was different because there was like only 3 females in the hamlet, but I made it through. It was challenging, and I was up for the challenge. Yeah, and Italy was absolutely beautiful. I loved every minute of it.
Well, and 3 years there, I'm sure, gave you just a breath of experience of not only military life, but also living in a foreign country as a United States citizen. I'm sure you could write a book about that itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. When I first got there, it was definitely different. I had been a Chicagoan all my life, and being a female, Afro-American female, I was afraid. I was fear of the unknown. But I adapt, and I can say the older troops, they surrounded the younger ones, and they guided us. They guided us through.
I'm so glad you got the respect that you deserve, Kimberly. And may I ask how long you've lived at the St. Leo's campus?
Since September 17th of 2020.
And I hear that the residents there are incredibly supportive of one another. Can you share with us a few examples of in ways that occurs?
Yes, for example, when I first moved in, they was telling me about all the various programs and support groups which I desperately needed, and I'm still involved in them. One of them is Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm very much involved in that. Emotional Anonymous, the clinic, which is adjacent to the residents. I go to the clinic sometimes instead of going all the way to Jesse Brown. Yeah. And they got me implemented, so to speak, in the neighborhood. And just showing me around instead of me being a leaf. Yeah.
I'm so glad that those programs, have been a support system for you. Can you also tell us other things that you like about living there?
I love my independence. I was homeless for a little bit, and it's not a good space for a female, anyone, to be homeless. Let me say that. I firmly believe that if you serve one day for your country, there's no vet should ever be hungry or homeless. So when I experienced my homeless, it opened up the whole world to me that I had no idea that there was so many homeless veterans. But it also opened up a whole new positive world that I didn't know it was so much help. And in seeking help, in seeking housing, God led me to St. Leo's because I had no direction. I didn't know what I was going to do, where I was going to go. And I came to St. Leo's just on a whim. And then I went back to Jesse Brown with their housing program, and they sent me back to St. Leo's. And as God have it, it's a good fit for me. It's a very, very clean, peaceful environment. I haven't had any problems here. The rent is very affordable. You know, I'm at peace. I'm at peace. Yeah, I had a lot of stress on me a year and a half ago, and I don't have that stress anymore.
What a courageous, strong person you are, Kimberly. I can't help but think that people who are listening and watching this show, you know, are inspired by what you've done and you know, possibly thinking themselves that they should call and contact St. Leo's campus too to get that support and that beautiful path forward that you're finding. We're so happy for you, and we'll give the St. Leo's phone number at the end so people can know how to reach out to Catholic Charities and learn more about the St. Leo's campus. We're going to take another break, and when we get back, we would like to learn more about what the daily activities are at St. Leo's. Please stay tuned.
Okay.
Hey, it's Timothy Johnston here from Liturgy Training Publications. Over the past few months, I'm sure you've found yourself at home more, whether it's working from home or watching live stream masses on Sunday mornings. As we began adjusting to this at the beginning of the pandemic, one of the things I missed the most was gathering with friends at the parish. That's why we at LTP have created this new virtual gathering series called Living the Sunday Word. We meet virtually on Thursday evenings each week and reflect on the upcoming Sunday readings. And with that, we share stories to help us more fully reflect on the Word of God. I'm inviting each of you to join us, a group of friends meeting virtually from all parts of the country. So visit ltp.org for more information and to register. You won't want to miss this.
Caring adults make all the difference in the lives of adolescents. Catholic Charities understands this, and our mentorship program provides a free opportunity for youth living in Lake County to spend time, virtually, with volunteers who genuinely care about them. This program is ideal for youths age 9 to 12 who may need support navigating the challenges of childhood and early adolescence. Our amazing volunteers serve as friends and role models who help youth recognize their strengths and empower them to reach their full potential. Catholic Charities conducts a thorough background check on every volunteer, and our program coordinator closely monitors and supports each relationship. Mentoring is a fun after-school program that is totally different from remote learning. Virtual group sessions help youth enjoy fun activities with their peers, too. We're connecting youth with great role models. Join us today. To learn more, call 312-937-3375. That's 312-937-3375.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and I'm here today with David Dempsey, the Program Director of St. Leo's Campus for Veterans, and Kimberly Brown, a United States veteran and a resident at St. Leo's. David and Kimberly, can you share with us what kind of activities veterans like to participate in on an average day at St. Leo's?
Well, Kimberly and I were just talking about that. It really depends upon, here at St. Leo, we're a permanent support. We're classified through HUD as a permanent supportive housing program, and so folks, it's an independent living program, and so folks really do, like Kimberly was saying earlier, have the independence to do what they want to do. And so, some people work full time, some people go to school, some people are involved with their families a lot. We have several grandparents here, and so they spend a lot of time with their grandchildren and their other family members. We also have offered different types of psychoeducational groups here at St. Leo for like anger management, relapse prevention. We've had a poetry group, an art group, just different activities that veterans can engage in, social outings. And so those are some of the things, and Kimberly can speak to other things as well.
Yeah, what I find to be beneficial is the support groups for me. A lot of times veterans don't want to get involved, they don't want to share, they don't want to open up. But once you realize that you're not alone, for me, you tend to open up and receive the support. St. Leo offers a lot here. It's really up to the individual to take advantage of that,
The other thing too, Katie, is I forgot to mention, we do offer, or we host AA and NA groups throughout the week that are open to our veterans here, but also other members of the community. And those, I think, pretty much happen every day of the week.
And can either or both of you share a story or two about veterans who have, like Kimberly, had a positive experience at St. Leo's?
One particular resident stands out to me. She came to us from a homeless shelter. She was in a domestic violence situation, and she was suffering from depression and anxiety, and she, really had a negative concept about herself. And when she got here, she, in her words, she took a dim view of just life in general. And so she was isolating. She really didn't reach out to anyone. And we wouldn't give up. And we kept on engaging with her. And she was able to just turn everything around. She took, the initiative to start to talk to her doctors. And at the time, she was using a walker. By the time she left here, through her own tenacity, working with her providers, she was not using a walker. She wasn't using a cane. She had cleaned up all of her credit issues that she had to deal with. She was able to, we assisted her in getting all of her benefits through Social Security and through the VA, and she was able to purchase her own home through a program through IDHS. And it was just, it was truly a magnificent story, and to see her success.
That is incredibly inspiring. Wow. Kimberly, how about you? Can you share a story of a veteran you know who's also had a positive experience at St. Leo's?
Well, my own personally.
Right. In addition to yours, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I came here from Safe Haven homeless shelter. I was there for a little over a month, and I was extremely depressed. I was very, very angry. I was almost broke, and I just felt really, really down on myself, down about life. And once again, and I always say I'm a spiritual person. God led me to St. Leo's. I found a place where I can call home. It's extremely clean. It's extremely affordable for me. They have all type of amenities here. They have a small gym with really state-of-the-art equipment in it. They have a large computer room, a laundry facility, a gorgeous park where I can just find some peace and serenity. And I'm a walker. I like to walk. And it just was a very, as they call it, a really big hope shot for me. Now, I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but right now I'm very comfortable at St. Leo's. And I have a counselor here, and she knows at some point I want a bigger or better place, And at that time, she's assisting me with that, Because right now it's a studio. It is small, but it's enough for me. it beats the shelter any day of the week. And it's very clean, and like I said, and I can afford it. And it's a place that I can call home. It says Kimberly Brown on the lease. No one else can put me out or anything like that. And I feel very safe here, even with all the, it's predominantly men here. But I feel very safe. A lot of them call me their little sister, Yeah, it's been very beneficial to me. And I've talked and I've had interaction with other veteran women here, and they've had some despairing stories. And they found a light when they came here. Yeah.
Kimberly, you're such a great example of someone who, as you said before, saw opportunities that were there for you and took advantage of them to improve your life. And so we just wish you all the best, and we thank you so much for taking the time to share your story today. David, just finally, if anyone in our audience knows of a veteran who needs assistance, what's the best way for them to contact us?
So any veterans that are in need of assistance, they can call the main central information and referral line to Catholic Charities, and that number is 312-655-7700. And for Chicago, and for Lake County, the number is 847-782-4000. And if anyone is interested in St. Leo residents, they can call our main number here, and that's 773-651-9950. I'm sorry. So that's 773-651-9950. And just ask for an application for residency, and we will get it out to them, and they just walk it through after that.
Thank you so much for that information, and thank you so much for both of you being here with us today. We all owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Kimberly and all of our veterans, and we invite everyone in our audience to visit CatholicCharities.net to learn more about Catholic Charities Veteran Services and consider supporting them through volunteer work or a financial donation. Thank you in advance for helping us help the veterans who have served the United States so well. We also invite everyone back again next Tuesday for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Bredemann, thanking everyone for joining us today. We wish all of you a happy, safe, healthy week from everyone at Catholic Charities.